Ladies and gentlemen, this is my wife.
Hello.
And my wife has been in a few of my YouTube videos, but I don't think one since 2023. But today, we're doing something very special. You recently made a secretchess.com account. I have not seen this account. I don't know any of the games that it's played. We're going to look at these games live now for the first time ever. Why'd you do this?
Because I recently decided to play chess again on my old account. I am now 500 elo blitz.
Solid.
I used to be 1200 and I can't get out of 500 hell. I'm just constantly hanging my queen and other pieces to other solid 500 elo players, and I know I'm better than them, so I had to start over.
Okay. And also you don't have game review anymore.
No, because it is a secret account. I don't have diamond membership, which you got me.
Yeah, I did get you diamond membership on the original account. Yeah.
So the only way I can get my games reviewed is if I sit here.
Yeah, and you had this really genius content idea. And so what do you think your rate? What's your goal on this new secret account?
GM is part of it.
Okay. Okay. I mean, if not me, then you.
Yep.
What's your actual goal though? Like 1,000 blitz?
No, more than that.
Okay, more than that. Okay.
Let's just say let's just be modest. 1,500.
1,500.
1,500.
My goal is also 1,500.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 4 games, right?
Yes.
You pulled up 4 games.
I picked 4 of the best games, in my opinion.
Like by quality or by content?
Both, I think.
Honestly, you're pretty good. Like people ask you all the time if you play chess, and you're like, no, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first game you played, and you're playing 5-minute blitz.
Yes, and I would like to say
Mm-hmm.
that the first game that we're going to see is the first game ever I've played on my secret account. I started over at 400. I told chess.com I am a complete beginner. They put me at 400.
Mm-hmm. So your first game, you got paired against the very solid 308.
308.
Okay, Scandinavian. Is this your opening of choice for black?
Yes, this is the only one I can remember after not playing chess for 3 years.
That's super cap. You definitely know how to play normal king's pawn.
Yeah, but what's that opening called? You know, if it doesn't have a name, I don't want to play it.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, A3. This is like he's trying to go here. It's
right,
not...
and that's why you play C6 always, to make a little passageway for your queen.
I will say, by the way, 500s now are way better than 500s, 5 years ago. So, yeah, you got hit with one of these. That's like nonsense. There's no attack.
Right.
So you develop your knight. Okay. Okay, so here I would get this bishop out before blocking in. But like moves like this are not going to make or break your goals.
Was that what I played?
Yes, this is what you played. Pawn to b5. Okay, so you have this really bad habit of like your opponent makes a move, and then you're like, can I take? Okay, I take, he take. Okay, Pog. Like, but you don't have to take.
I take, he take, queen takes pawn on c2.
Yes, you're like super genius, but like, in this case it worked out, but like there's going to be another case where this queen is here and like you just helped your opponent. So maybe fine. All right. Anytime there's knights out here, you got to ask yourself, what are they doing? This is one of the most common patterns in chess. So where's this knight going, dude?
Well, I know now with my one free game review that it was trying to fork me.
Oh my god, and you went here? You're losing to a 300?
I'm not losing to anybody yet.
What? Okay, you have to go here. You have to...
Yeah, but you also taught me once upon a time that knight to the H and A files are bad because you don't want them. You want them to look all around, 360 vision.
Yes,
you don't
facts,
want them
facts.
on the side.
But you definitely didn't even see this move.
No, I did not.
You told me this move was
not in the moment.
All right, we all right. How did you feel when this move happened? Like first game, new account, starting over 300. When you blundered this, like how did you feel?
I wasn't shook because he's 300, and I know
he's butt cheeks.
Yeah, and I know I'm like 1,700.
1,700. Okay,
Yeah.
Knight is kind of trapped, low key, high key.
Right. Right, that was my idea. I was like, I'm gonna trap his knight. He got
What-
nowhere to
so
go.
why didn't you trap the knight? Why did you go here? Why didn't you just play bishop with b7?
I saw that like 3 moves later.
Okay.
Because I was like, now he's trapped. He can't move.
That's true. So you don't even have to win it.
Exactly.
He's like symbolically trapped.
Exactly.
This is good. Okay, hype. So you're gonna you definitely hit this man with the exact same fork.
Yes.
Only a true 300 hits you with a fork, but then gets the same fork the other way.
I think we just both got lucky.
Okay, now he was like,
Now he's trying to escape.
okay, and he loses all his pieces, and you took the pawn. Yo, what? Like what? Why did you go here? What is that? Doesn't he just take it? What?
I don't think I saw that pawn.
That's true. Neither did he.
Yeah.
he saw the other one though.
Mm.
All right, you're up like a lot of material. I would just trade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. That's the 300 kick again.
Yes.
You know?
So free
like-
rook, because he's pinned.
Yeah. Free pawn. Could have taken it with the knight, but okay, you did.
I didn't see.
Fancy schmancy. All right, how do you win this position? Like, what's the fastest way?
Take all the pawns with my rook, and then promote.
Yeah. You don't even have to take all the pawns. You can like just promote
clear,
the
clear path.
But okay.
Okay.
Eat. Also, good rule of thumb for you and for like anybody watching that's a beginner. Don't give any more checks. Like, just don't check.
Okay.
Just like move the rook. You don't need to, because everybody's like, ooh, with like these checks don't do anything. Okay, good. Like here, a lot of people would go check, but like you don't have to do that. Yeah, good. Just take the stuff. Take the stuff. Oh man just called it a day here.
Oh.
But okay. I mean, yeah, the way you would win this is you can go take, and you to be honest, you don't even need these guys. You don't even you don't need them if they're knights or bishops.
Mm-hmm.
It's too confusing to try to checkmate with a knight because they all control like weird squares. And if you try to get the knight near the king, you're gonna end up stalemating.
Mm-hmm.
So the easiest thing to do here is like pick where this king is gonna get cut off. This is actually a little tricky, but like if you're gonna cut off on the F file, just like start pushing your pawns. Like you gotta find a way to like get this. To be honest, it's easiest to attack a king from the side. So you'll always cut the king off from the side. But luckily we didn't even have to have an endgame here. It would have been super chaos. But you won this game. Yeah, that was crazy, losing to a 3. What if you lost, dude? If you lost this game after knight c6, your like provisional rating would have been like 200. Can you imagine? Because you would have been 400 minus 200 points. Would you have made a third secret account, a second secret account?
No, I don't think so, because I think for the first how many games, your rating just fluctuates by hundreds of points.
That's right. I would have lost the game. You would have been plus 1,000.
Yeah.
Just oh wow, beat Gotham. Okay, so can we make a deal as a married couple that you will never ever blunder this again?
I'll do my best to not blunder that ever again.
Okay, and stop, like, if your opponent does a trade offer and there's no reason, like taking would only help you, just like make it not, just improve your position.
Right.
You don't have to. I guess you saw this, so it's like forgivable, but yeah, you're too fancy. It's the top computer move, but it's not like you're gonna get another situation in the future. Your opponent's gonna play like some knight move, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'll take it. I don't care. But like, you don't always have to take. Just like develop. Just develop. You know. Okay. Next game. Are you moving up the rating ladder? That was a
Yes.
300. So this is a 600. I don't even know when you played this game. Did
This
you play-
game we played in the airport.
Okay.
When we were eating breakfast, having coffee, I said, I'm going to play chess.
You-
I was so
you don't-
nervous.
you
I
don't-
don't...
You don't sound like that, by the way. You don't sound like, I'm going to play chess. That's not... I feel like we wouldn't be married if you
That's
sounded like
my-
that. Anyway.
That's my mental voice. Did you see me this morning playing this game?
Yeah. You were, at the end, I felt like you had no time.
I had no time. Yeah,
Also,
well, you'll see for yourself.
When you played the game, your negative self-talk was very strong. You were just like, oh, I'm so bad. But I know when you say, oh, I'm so bad, you're winning.
Yes.
But you're like,
But I could have won by a lot more.
Yeah.
That's when I say I'm so bad. If I was actually losing, my phone would be on the floor.
Okay.
So,
So, mini lesson against the Sicilian.
okay.
Play this
Okay.
to try to put 2 pawns in the center. Because you just went here.
Right. Take center. You taught me this.
Yeah, but how you take? He.
I take?
But he now.
Move back?
It's like Scandinavian.
Yes.
Kind of. Not really. All right, so how about instead of that, you go with the pawns, and then you develop your knights, and You have 2 pawns, and you don't have to move your queen back and forth.
Okay.
This is called the Alpine Sicilian.
Very fancy.
Will you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, Alpine Sicilian. When you get Sicilian, 600 playing Sicilian is pretty bold. All right, now he plays...
I think he played that by accident. I don't think he went out of his way to learn
You
that.
can go back in your game history and message him. Yeah, did you know you were playing Sicilian? You like got lucky. I mean, yeah. So okay, this is fine, but it blocks in the bishop long term. Now you should put your knights out. Okay, very good. I bet you were like, oh, Vienna.
No, I wasn't thinking that
No,
because
you
I
were-
was like missing a pawn already.
Okay. This is not a good move.
For who?
For who do you think, dude?
Well, looking at the eval bar,
I don't care
think
about
myself.
No, but like, why is this a bad move? Like, you trade, and what's the result of this trade?
And then I double my pawns.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you open your king. Double isolated pawn. Avoid double isolated pawn.
Okay.
You have no neighbor. You can, and also knights before bishops, big man.
I didn't know that. Now I do.
What the? Yes, you did. What are you?
I did not know that. Or maybe I knew it once upon a time and I forgot.
Okay, you retired.
Yeah.
So now, okay, this is not gonna lose you the game, but it's not gonna get you out of 700. How can he attack 2 pawns at the same time now?
With the knight.
You mean this move?
Yeah. No, no.
You have this pawn and this pawn. Which piece can attack those 2 at the same time?
Oh, those 2 pawns. I thought you just meant like any 2 pawns. The queen.
Yes.
Very good.
You have to, in the Sicilian, because the queen is open, it's much more likely to come get you. Now, he definitely didn't see that.
Of course not.
Okay. Yeah, but we're trying to build for the future. Bishop b5 is...
I knew that wasn't great because you normally put the bishop out to pin something and there's a pawn behind the knight.
Yeah, so come here. And then in the long run, you can attack the castled king.
Okay.
I mean, when you undouble your boys.
Yeah. I had a game where I had triple pawns.
Okay.
Like, all behind each other.
Okay, that's not a good strategy, but now you can take, but okay, you did this, which is not the best, but fine. And man just hung a knight. He just straight up took.
I hope I took it.
Yes. Oh, he tried to hit you with the fork, but you just went back. A lot of people forget this. See, a lot of people think like, oh, the knight went there, and now I have a fork, but your knight just goes backwards, and now you're just up a knight.
Okay.
He goes here. Does that have a threat?
No, he can't fork me on c2 because my
Everything
queen
good.
would just take.
Everything. Yeah,
It's
bishop.
protected.
So what's the most natural move in the position now for white?
Castle.
Yes. Most natural move. If you go a3, I don't hate it.
Okay.
Okay, very good. High five. Most natural move. And this is I told you to do this checklist. Does this move have a threat?
No, it does not.
No, okay, so now you can improve your position, like kick out his knight or improve your this is how Tyler 1 plays chess. He just like makes 1 square moves. He just like puts the rooks in the middle.
Yeah, but I don't think Tyler 1's my inspiration for anything.
Dog,
so.
he's 1900, so for chess he is your inspiration. So hush. A3. Okay.
So trying to kick out the knight.
Yeah, but see, he's bad at tactics because he thought he take, but the queen's hanging.
Yeah, right.
By the way, if he had gone back here, you can snap take this, like, because you're winning. So it's not.
But bishops are better than knights.
But you're winning. Like
Okay.
last game, there was don't put the knights on
I
the
was
edge
just
of the
trying to
board.
tell you the thoughts that went through my head.
And I'm trying to tell you, you have superseding concepts. Knight on the edge is bad. Okay, so get forked. Like, oh, bishop is better than knight. Okay, well, but he has no pieces left, so you
Okay.
start. Anyway, he went here, so you took the knight, obviously.
Right?
He went. Okay, now you don't even think here. You make this move. Good. You don't care about this pawn because your king is actually safe, and now you have 2 extra knights. Okay. Automatic move. What do you play here? Oh, I really wonder what you played. Like, you know what I would play? Queen trade or queen trade. Or queen
Okay.
or queen trade or queen trade or queen trade or literally any queen move or a queen trade on c1. What did you play? Fine.
Try to kick out the
Yeah,
queen.
yeah, fine. This is like normal. Please don't go here. Okay, good, good, very nice. Now he has to run away if he
Wait,
doesn't.
what happens if I went?
I just don't repeat moves.
Oh, okay.
Just like
Okay.
This is bad. And if
But-
you're playing black here, keep the queen on the board.
Okay.
You have to keep the queen on the board.
Right, we traded.
Okay. Put the knight in the middle. Nice. Now go here. Okay, you're a monster. Now, like always, how do we win a winning position? Well, let's go after his pawns. You're up 2 knights, so let's play. Ah, it's a blunder.
Why?
Because if he takes, what is he attacking?
My knight.
With?
His rook and his
Yes,
pawn.
yes. So you could have blundered here.
Right,
You would have
right.
had to move this, and now, yeah, you're not. That's hard to see, but he went here. Now swarm the pawn.
No swarm.
Okay, fine. Bishop takes. Nice. Okay, this was free.
Okay.
By the way, this is not even hanging.
Oh, because
Yeah, back rank.
back rank. Oh.
It's nasty. See, you're gonna get so good at chess, you're just gonna be like, "Oh, my knight! Oh my god!" And then he's gonna take your knight and lose.
Right. Sure.
Okay, fine. Knight a4. Yeah, I'm getting it.
Now I was trying to back rank.
Oh, that's
by
mad.
moving the knight out
That's
of the
mad.
way.
But this was mad sneaky. You
Right.
hung 2 knights.
Correct. I saw that after he did not fall for my
He
very
clutched.
sneaky trap.
Now you have to defend the knights.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you have to defend the knights. Good.
But I was down a minute already.
Okay. I really hope you did not take this pawn. Yo, you hung back rank checkmate. Oh my god. No. The same thing you tried to do to him, you did to yourself. What if he played rook c1? What would you have done? What would you have done?
I would have thrown my phone.
Oh my god. Dude, how are you doing the same thing to him? Okay, in the middle of it, just start making... The same way, I don't want to see that knight fork. Stop getting back rank checkmated.
Okay.
What does this even do? Explain that move to me.
I think I was like, I have to move. I have to get my other rook in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I just chose a safe square protected by the knight that it cannot be taken.
Yeah, I think you have to, like, you're gonna get... You spent so long calculating this trick, right?
Yes.
But now you're just down like a minute and almost a half, and
Yeah.
you hung mate.
Yeah, I did.
And then...
He knows these, so I brought it back. I saw that.
Okay.
I saw that a move later. I brought it back.
Okay.
And then I made room for myself.
This is anybody's game. This pawn chain is like massive.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that was a very, very dangerous decision by him. I mean,
Mhm.
it's technically the best move, but
Okay.
what? He didn't take the what? Now you can just bring the knight. He just lost the pawn for no reason. What? Oh, this dude's like, I mean, man, he didn't even. The computer thinks.
Maybe he was also at the airport.
The
you know?
computer thinks. Yeah, maybe the plane was going down. He was distracted. Yeah, the computer thinks black is fine here because it's like, oh, the pawns are vibey, and he's just gonna like pull up. Okay. Now I want to see this conversion. Yeah, here you were like super sweaty mode. Okay, you won the pawn. Mad hype. Yo, okay. Rule.
Yes.
Stop giving checks.
No, I was trying to not lose my knight.
Okay, fine. But again, priorities. Just push the pawn.
Okay.
If he takes your knight, you promote a queen. In the endgame, you need to think. Take his pawns, make a queen. You get a winning position like this, your brain should not be like, no, I want the horse. No, save my horse. You can't get my horse. Like, good. Take his pawns. Okay, now I'm liking this technique. Okay, easy.
Right,
Just make a queen.
right.
Don't even move. I don't want to see another rook move. I don't want to see another rook move.
But he was coming for my rook.
So just... Or... Okay, here you hung the rook because you were pre-moving.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I told you I was like,
Yes.
oh, so bad. I miscounted my pre-moves.
All right, so here if you're really Chad, you checkmate him using knight opposition and copycat.
With
Just queen and
queen
king.
and king.
But if you're like, you know...
And how about I'm down to 15 seconds?
Yeah, so because you have a queen, you can pre-move literally to the end,
Okay.
right? So you pre-move. You weren't pre-moving here, which is insane. I don't know why you're not
I
pre-moving.
was scared to
Stalemate?
miss pre-move again.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, now easy.
Oh.
Easy. Easy. Easy.
Oh.
High five.
Oh.
Wow. 6 seconds on the clock.
If you were
Crazy.
to guess my elo.
From this game?
Right here, yeah.
Like 750 probably.
You think 750 is fair? That's exactly my rating at the time of playing this.
I know, I was reading it.
Oh.
Okay, literally based on this move, I
Mm.
would say less than 4 digits. There is not a single 1000 plus on the planet that plays this move.
That's cap.
I bet if we pulled 100...
No, that's cap because I used to be 1200 and I would have
You were
still
1200
played
when
that
there
move.
was inflation. All right, let's stop it. Watch out! Don't. If we smoosh the microphone, we won't be able to hear anything.
Sorry.
Yeah, Bishop E3 is not good. But we need to not play stuff like this. The rest of the game, you actually played very well. Like this was good. You finding this was good. You played very well. He was making a lot of mistakes. I would have said like 700 probably. You blundered. Yeah, this game was yeah. I would have guessed like 700-800 probably. And then this was chaos. And of course, if he just takes your knight, dude, I don't know how you would have fared against this Giga armada of pawns. Like it's really unpleasant to face this. The lesson in this game is when you get a totally winning position like this, use your material. Like use your like swarm that don't stuff like this. Like don't use your pawns. You have really good stability here. Use your material that you're up. Okay?
Okay.
But it was a good game. I'm very proud.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm very
Thank you.
proud. And that was the last game that we're watching that you won. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
Who is
Okay.
this? Is the highest rated player you played?
This person is the highest
So far.
rated. Yes.
In the comeback series.
Yes.
Okay, E4.
784.
Okay, he Ilya. Is that Jordan?
Egypt.
Egypt. I was gonna guess Egypt. Bishop C4, H6. Okay, many people who are... I actually told Sambucha to play this in Puck Chips. I was like, but it was against Knight F3. It's to stop like this, the fried liver. A lot of people play this. It's fine.
But
it's not...
He failed to consider that I have no idea how to play
Correct.
the fried liver.
Correct. Okay, Knight F3, all normal. Now this move is actually fine. Why? Because you don't have doubled isolated pawns. They're together.
Okay.
So you can support. So like trading there would have been fine. Good rule of thumb for you is like this pin is pretty annoying. Like you should probably play like this move. Getting pinned like this is very unpleasant. Okay.
Not sure.
Oh, but he's butt cheeks. And now did he blunder this? Yo, you had maiden too.
What?
Yo, you had...
Okay, I see it now, but I'm guessing I didn't play it.
Well, the game ended in a draw, so hell yeah, you didn't play it. Your queen just moved here. I swear, if your next move is here or something, I'm gonna barf. Wait, you did play it! You didn't mate him! $784. This is the highest rated play. You made this man out to be like some folklore. Like I played 784 player.
Wait, no.
This is just
No.
made. This is just made. It's what happened instead.
No,
you took
no,
his
no,
pawn.
no, no, no. No, go back. Go back.
What?
Go
What?
back.
What? What?
I remember. Okay, so I played queen check.
Yes.
Oh, bishop there is mate. I was like, if I check him again with the queen, he's just gonna move back.
Yeah. Use the bishop. This is all patterns. Like if you do...
Oh, man.
I have worse news.
What?
What is your biggest blind spot in chess?
Bishops.
Yeah. So here's one, right?
Mm.
Do you know what you played in this position?
Oh, man. I did not take the queen. Or maybe I traded queens.
Did you take with the bishop now? Oh, okay, yeah. We take the rock, but we don't. Did you realize in this position you could have taken?
I could have taken the queen
Yes.
with my no.
What do you mean no?
I don't remember that thought crossing my mind.
Dog, yesterday I watched you get so mad
Yeah.
because you.
I lost my queen the same way
this is
yesterday.
This is 784's dude is butt cheeks. Butt cheeks. Oh my god. Okay, why you draw this game? So you are up 5 points of material. What should be the plan here?
trade all the pieces.
Yeah, just like bishop back, knight there, trade the pieces, advance, trade the rooks, and then start pushing pawns. Now let's see this epic game. Okay, great move. Genius. Take the bishop. Okay, like playing like Magnus Rosman out here. Rooks. Okay, you blundered a fork.
Where? Ah.
This is the only check. Well, I guess he can also play knight. Did he see? He probably saw it, yeah.
Oh man, same.
Take with the rook.
Took.
Okay, so you have 3 extra
I'm still
pawns.
up.
You're up 3 pawns. You drew this game. He's playing really fast, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, take the pawn. Now, what is the fastest way to win this position? Please do not say take his pawns and promote queens. Where are your unmatchable pawns? Where are the pawns he can't fight against?
On G and H.
Yeah, literally push, bring king, push. He can't stop the pawns.
Okay.
Also in the endgame, this is a lot of information, but also in the endgame, you need to go for the open files.
Okay.
And you need to think, where are his open files? There is only one in this position, which is what?
H.
What is an open file?
It's a what?
An open file.
Yes.
Yes. What
file,
H? What H? H
like
closed.
for my pawn.
No, but for the rook.
Oh, the F file.
Yes, very good. So
I thought you meant where is open for my pawn right now.
I already asked.
This is why I'm 700.
Yeah, bad coach.
Bad coach.
Terrible coaching. Sack the coach. I hope you didn't touch a single one of these pawns.
I'm sure I did.
Immediately. Okay, we're learning a lot. We're learning a lot, and I'm gonna have an aneurysm. We're learning a lot. So, you see how this pawn can't ever become a queen?
So my thought was,
I gotta stop his king.
No. I said I have 5 pawns against 4. I'm just gonna storm this side.
Okay,
I got a rook behind me.
Okay.
I'm gonna break through somehow.
5 minus 4 is what?
1.
What's 2 minus 0?
Mm.
Okay, genius. All right, rook g3. Okay, please defend yourself. Very good. Now kick the or you can check and push him back. I don't care. Good. Kick his rook out. Please kick his rook out. No, you're being a noob. A 1200 here. You want to be 1200? Kick out the rook and put it and push.
Okay.
Kick out the rook and push. What is that? This hangs a pawn.
Yeah.
Why are you hanging a pawn?
I was really worried because he had almost
What?
2 minutes on me.
So just move this. Okay, this is a matter of technique.
Okay.
Okay? This is technique. Now your rook is butt and you lost all your pawns.
Yeah.
Okay? Dude, I feel like these pawns straight up never moved. This is so alpha. Look at him immediately cooking you.
Yep, now I'm pinned.
Now you're pinned. Now you have to bring the king. Oh, did he trick you with d2? No. Okay. Repeat. Okay, now you're losing because he has pawn to d2. And you can't take the rook and okay, there's no way he hung the rook in one move?
No, saw.
No.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Please come back.
7. Why didn't you take the rook?
I didn't see.
You don't know how pawns work?
I didn't see that I could.
Did you think running away was gonna stop him taking you? Did you think if I move up, the rook can't get me?
Well, the good news is I didn't lose.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, now you bring the king and the pawn. You just had to lose literally every other piece to realize that was the best plan. Okay, please put the rook behind the pawn. Rook behind the pawn. Rook behind the pawn. Please. Rook behind the pawn. Oh, now you're losing because he can play king here.
He got mate in 22, 14, 13.
But he sucks and good. Clutch. And now you accidentally stumbled into a very famous drawn king and rook endgame. Like, both of your kings escort your pawns and the rooks are too weak to prevent. I mean, with the time situation, it definitely wasn't bad. But big man. Next time you get a symmetrical endgame like this, autopilot, king and pawns. King and pawns.
Okay.
King and pawns.
I'll remember that.
He cannot stop you, even if you have just one pawn. Because the second your king and pawn start going together, it's like a battering ram. His king has to go to this side of the board. And it can't, because you're going to go here. Take the file. The pawns are not supposed to be used offensively here. They're a thwarting mechanism for his counterplay.
Okay.
His king cannot access this whole area. So you go where you're stronger. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I have a genuine question.
Okay, what?
When I was 1200, and you can attest the fact that I was 1200.
You were not 1200. You were 1100.
No, I was very close to 1200, so let's rounding up.
Okay.
I'm exactly 1200. My peak was 1150, which is rounding up.
In like 2021?
Did I play like this?
I have a very genuine answer. I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
We can look at your games from 4 years ago.
I don't want to. On the old account, I don't want to.
In another video.
Yeah.
You always played like normal, like you're playing advanced beginner chess. Like, you know, you try to learn from these mistakes and hopefully not make them again. But like you are literally making this bishop mistake all the time. Like, you don't see diagonals of bishops at all for some reason.
You got any Chesley drills that'll help me visualize this?
Yeah, it's just going to be called How to Use the Bishop. Just the same drill over and over. I mean, straight up, like, it's not a terrible concept. Okay.
Okay.
We have to see this last battle.
And this last battle was the first gentleman who made me think about my moves. Like, I remember playing this person and being like...
How you know it's gentleman? Women exist too.
That's true.
Okay. Ravioli. Okay, so you were playing this person. This is the person you were like, oh, this person's good.
He's good, yes.
Okay.
This person made me think.
This person played the intercontinental ballistic missile against you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
No.
You played solid, good defense. Okay. Free pawn. Why you no take? Free pawn.
Didn't see it was free.
Okay, queen trade.
Mm-hmm.
Develop. Okay, you're just cooking. What do you mean he made you think? You're just
he made me think.
Okay. He did what you did. He traded the bishop and gave a weak pawn.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you reject the trade for...
You know why? You know why?
Why?
Because at this point, I was like, my coach said I don't have to take everything.
So you just helped him develop a piece and made a retreating move?
Yep.
No, your coach would have been fine with this move. Like, you have to ask, is this a good trade for me? He gets an isolated pawn, and I'm up, so it's a good trade. I also told you don't have to trade, like, you're protected, so you could have, like, just developed if you want.
Okay.
But don't... I'm going to give you more wisdom.
Okay.
8 times out of 10, as a beginner, which you are, I'm not going to say beginners are like 200s, but going backwards is not a good move.
Okay.
Okay? You're going to get a 2 out of 10. Something. There's no need to go back. You can make progress. He goes here. Again, this would have been a good trade for you because you would have damaged his pawn structure. Instead, you were like, oh, I'm not going to trade. Okay, but now he damages your pawn structure. And you have 2 isolated pawns. Yes. Bad move. He should have, of course, gone to the middle somewhere. It's generally better to go to the middle. Okay, does he have a threat? Not really. We don't really have to panic. We can develop the knight. We can... Okay, very nice. Genius move. I guess just rook here. Counterattack. Nice. And you can actually play here. And he's straight up trapped. But you're a very solid positional player. He played a6.
Trying to kick the bishop out.
Yeah, but don't... This is why knights are bad on the edge of the board. At some point, you realize they can't come back to play. G5 just wins the knight. When is it okay to push pawns in front of our king? When there's no queens on the board. It's much easier to push pawns in front of our king when the opponent is left with rooks and bishops and knights. Mad wisdom in this video. Okay, now you can still go G5. Or finish your development, right? Like, finish the development.
That was what I was setting up to do. I did not want to abandon my idea.
Why did you... But he stopped your idea completely. First of all, he has 2 attackers on that square. Second of all, you got 2 rooks here. This is like a... No meme, this is like a 300 elo mistake. What are you doing? Big Chad, I'm not even like roasting you. I'm just like, you played an idea. He shut it down, and you played it anyway. I don't understand. Explain. Thought process, please.
I was just like, I'm setting up for b5.
Yeah, but he's not like this. Good. Your move is good. It's a good move, but like, He stopped your plan. So
Okay.
now all right, we got to switch plans. He's 800.
Deservingly.
Yeah, but you're playing great too. Like why this? Like you playing a fantastic game and then just b5. Okay, please don't tell me you took back. He took your rook. What? Okay, so you see how I'm like filling in wisdom? Like eight times out of 10 going back is bad.
Yeah.
Like that's like wisdom. That's just like random things you have to keep in mind. But this is a pattern. Like this is a tactical pattern. Like the same way knight's on the edge of the board. I'm not laughing. I'm being serious. But it's crazy.
So am I.
Neither of you saw that.
Yeah.
You're like, this man made me think he mad nice. He's a good player. Rook staring at each other. Like, no, he's not. He's butt. Cheeks.
In retrospect, no one was a good player.
No, you guys are playing fine, but like there's just rooks just vibing, just like, yo, what's up, boys? Take spawn. All right, now you were like hype. Did you realize you hung your rook?
Not sure. I don't remember.
Okay, save your knight. Okay, get your king to safety. By the way, his knight is just dead. This man's just been dead for like 10 moves in a row. Okay, you took, but you letting his knight back into the game, but I don't blame you. Okay, he's checking you. That's low-key actually mad fire that he didn't auto recapture. He gave you a check instead. It's probably cheating. ASAP. Okay, super battle here. Save your bishop. Okay, now you gotta save it again.
I think it was like this part that I was like, I have to think. And now I'm down to 46 seconds and he has 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, he's just playing really fast.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like attacking your stuff. Yeah, you just don't have any time. You lost this game because of time.
Yeah.
You tried for some counterplay, but how did it get so out of hand? He just played really fast. Yeah, he just played really fast. This experienced player.
How many games has he played? Can you check?
That would reveal your account, but we can check it after
we'll
the game.
check later. Off the record.
Okay, but like here, at this point, see, you went back, and then you damaged your own pawn structure. Two bad decisions. Instead, you could have taken, developed a knight. He would have went here. You would have taken, damaged his pawns. Now you finish your development. Play pawn to b6.
Right.
What does he even play here? Here? Okay. He comes in with the rook. You protect. Now you have a -2 advantage. He has terrible pawns. And now in the long run, you know, okay, I'm going to get in there with my rook. I'm going to start eating stuff. And I just don't blunder anything. But instead, the position ended up looking like this, where you have big weaknesses. You have to constantly protect yourself. And then, like, this is just, you can't, stop doing this. Stop just, right? Because you have drastic blunders one way, but also your opponent's drastically blunder, but you're not taking advantage of it. Like the 780, you could have won in 10 moves. You would have been super hype. Okay, so
you want to see another game?
No, I think this is a good stopping point. Not because I'll analyze all your games, but you know, for the viewing,
that'll have to be a part 2.
Part 2, part 3, part 4. Yeah, you're like playing solid 700 chess. But were you stuck in Elo hell? To be determined.
I was stuck at 500 on my old account.
No, you were like 600.
These 700s are not playing any better than 500s. That's why if you get put in the 500 pool, you're kind of stuck there. But by making a new account, I elevated myself to this pool, and now I'm stuck here, which I'm more okay with.
Give it like 20 more games. We'll see where you're stuck.
Yeah.
This is a theory that I've heard, but I'm not completely convinced of it.
All right.
But we'll see.
But next time when we come back for part 2, I'm gonna be 1,000.
Okay, I'm very proud of you.
Do you think these games made you love me more or less?
The same. Full unconditional love all the time.
Thank you.
If you get GM before me, I might love you less. But you know, I'll be very impressed. But I will be unbelievably upset.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so let's just stick to like 1,000, 1,200, 1,500.
Small steps.
I hope the people watching enjoyed. And what's our outro?
Are you gonna upgrade my membership?
No. Get out of here.